Welcome to the 50th anniversary of the American Journal of Sports Medicine. My name is John Dickens, and today we are with Dr. Mandeep Dhillon, who is co-author of the 2013 top-cited article, Treatment with Platelet-Rich Plasma is More Effective Than Placebo for Knee Osteoarthritis, a prospective, double-blind, randomized trial. Dr. Dhillon, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you. Dr. Dhillon, can you tell us what prompted this study in 2013?
Well, actually, we started the work in 2010. I had this bright young postgraduate student called Sandeep Patel, who's the principal author, and he did a master's thesis on this subject with us. And at that time, somehow the other viscosupplementation was going down, and a lot of interest had come up in platelet-rich plasma. I had met with people like Alan Mishra, Nicola Mafuli, and all these guys. We were friends, and we had some evidence that it works. And we had some evidence from the groups in Italy and Spain that it works in the knees. But we never had a randomized controlled trial. That's what made us think about doing a prospective randomized controlled trial.
That's great. And what makes this study so impactful?
One of the things was that we were the first ones ever to do three things. One was we had controls. After ethical clearance, we had controls who only had saline injections. Second, we used two protocols. We used certain levels, and we had a regimen of 3 injections, which were given at staged periods. And thirdly, everything was prospective. We had very strict inclusion and exclusion criteria, except for one patient. All of them were at the time which we thought was good for inclusion, that is type 2 or borderline type 3 osteoarthritis. That was the key point. And one other thing was that we used, for the first time, we used a volume of about 8 ml. The machines which make it commercially at that time would give you 2 or 4 ml. We used our blood bank to centrifuge it for us, and then we filtered out white blood cells, which we thought at that time was important. So these are 3 or 4 factors which made it very impactful. That's where we were leading the crowd when we did all of these together.
That's great. And now, 10 years later, what's your perspective on the use of PRP in knee osteoarthritis and in these patients?
From that study to today, 10 years down the line, some things have changed. They have an inflammatory effect. Now we are not so sure, because there are people who say whether they have the white blood cells filtered out or not, it doesn't matter. So you can save the cost, number one. Number two, now it's been established that a certain count of number of cells, number of platelets has to be there. Just this year, we've had a study in Nature which talks about 1 billion platelets per injection. And you can't get them in a 2 ml or a 4 ml volume. So you have to have an 8 ml volume. So that's been sort of proven that you need enough platelets to be able to give it. What's been disproven is perhaps you may not filter out the white blood cells. But what is further still being investigated is whether you could give serial injections over a year or 2 years or 3 years. We've got evidence which says that is possible. And we are looking at that, people who come back for a second PRP injection. We've had some of these people followed up to us. And that seems to be working. You could, in a stage 2 osteoarthritis, take them on for 4, 5, 7, 8 years, provided they are stable knees.
That's wonderful. And congratulations again to all of your work and your 2013 top-cited article in the American Journal of Sports Medicine. It's a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for joining us all the way from India.
Thank you so much. It was very, very encouraging to see our article published and find out that it was the top-cited article for 2013. Thank you so much.
Thank you.